Hey everyone, so I'm betting some of you out there are looking to build a truly impressive chest, right?
Of course. Who doesn't want a chiseled chest, you know?
Yeah, not just big, but defined,
Yeah.
sculpted. You know, the kind of chest that turns heads.
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, today we're diving deep into this awesome article from PhysioHub called Building Defined Chest Muscles.
Oh, this is a good one.
Trust me, it's full of insights that'll totally level up your chest training.
What I find really interesting is that a lot of people, they kind of get stuck on just lifting heavier and heavier.
Yeah, just keep adding more weight.
Right. But this deep dive, it goes way beyond just lifting heavy. It's all about working smarter, not just harder.
Okay, I'm all ears. So where do we even begin with this?
Well, like with anything, it all starts with understanding the basics.
Okay.
The anatomy. So you know that big chest muscle, the pectoralis major?
Yeah, the pecs.
Well, it's actually divided into two sections. The clavicular head, which is up top, and the sternal head, which is below.
So upper and lower chest. Got it. But why is that split so important? I mean, isn't it all just one big muscle?
See, that's where things get interesting. If you only focus on building overall size, just getting bigger and bigger,
Right.
you might end up with an imbalance.
Oh, okay.
And that imbalance, my friend, can actually lead to some problems.
Like what?
It can mess with your posture. It can even increase your risk of shoulder injuries.
Oh, wow.
And it can even limit your ability to, perform certain movements correctly.
Hold on. Are you telling me that a lopsided chest can actually make me weaker?
Exactly. It's not just about aesthetics. A balanced chest is crucial for functional strength. Think about it. Every time you push something, a door, a shopping cart, even a heavy weight, you're engaging both those upper and lower pecs.
Okay, I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, that makes total sense. So how do we actually target those different sections? How do we hit those upper and lower pecs effectively?
Well, for the upper chest, the king is definitely the incline bench press.
The incline bench press, yeah.
But there's a catch. Research suggests that a 30-degree incline is like the sweet spot.
Oh, interesting. So is it just because you're lifting at an angle?
Well, it's more than that. That 30-degree angle, it allows for a deeper stretch in the upper pec fibers at the bottom of the movement.
Oh, okay.
Which activates more muscle fibers, leading to better growth.
So it's all about hitting that sweet spot for maximum activation. I got it.
Yeah.
But what about those of us who prefer dumbbells?
No worries. For you dumbbell lovers out there, dumbbell flies are also excellent for upper chest isolation. And you know what? They actually offer an even greater range of motion, which can further enhance muscle development.
Got it. So incline bench press for that targeted activation, dumbbell flies for that extra range of motion. Makes sense. But, the article also really stresses the importance of proper technique for both.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Why is that so crucial?
Think of it like this. You're investing your time and effort into building a masterpiece, right? Proper form, it's like using the right tools and techniques. It ensures that you're sculpting those muscles effectively while also minimizing your risk of injury.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to rush the process and end up getting sidelined with an injury. Okay, so we've covered the upper chest, but what about the lower pecs? How do we sculpt that area?
The lower chest. The flat bench press definitely takes center stage for that.
The flat bench press.
It's a classic for a reason. It really activates those pecs like no other. But if you really want to zero in on the lower portion, the decline bench press becomes your secret weapon.
The decline bench press.
Yeah.
So angling the bench downwards.
Precisely. By shifting the angle, you're shifting the emphasis to those lower pec fibers.
Oh, okay.
Think of it as adding those final touches, those fine details that really make the chest pop.
Gotcha. So by combining both flat and decline bench presses, we're essentially hitting all angles of the chest, right?
Exactly. You're creating that balanced, well-defined look, almost like chiseling a statue. You wouldn't just focus on one side, right?
Definitely not. All right, so I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. But the article also mentions flexibility and stretching.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What's the connection between being flexible and having, a defined chest?
That's a question many people overlook, actually. See, tight muscles can hinder muscle growth and create that hunched-over posture.
Wait, so being tight can actually make my chest look worse?
It's kind of counterintuitive, but it's true. Tight pecs, they can actually pull your shoulders forward.
Oh, I see.
Which rounds your back and minimizes that chest definition you've worked so hard for.
So by improving flexibility, we're not only increasing our range of motion, but also enhancing the visual appeal of our chest.
You got it. The article highlights a specific type of stretching called shoulder horizontal abduction stretching.
Okay.
It's particularly effective at 90 degrees and 150 degrees because it really targets the pectoralis minor, which is a smaller muscle that often gets tight from all that chest training.
Oh, so we're basically stretching that pec minor to help kind of elongate it and improve overall flexibility. Sounds like something we should all be doing, especially if we're, like most people, spending most of our days hunched over a computer.
Absolutely. It's like counteracting the effects of modern life, really. And the benefits go beyond just aesthetics. By improving flexibility, you're also reducing your risk of shoulder injuries and improving your posture.
Right.
Which can even help alleviate back pain.
Now, that's what I call a win-win. But how exactly does shoulder horizontal abduction stretching work its magic?
Well, think of it like this. By stretching the pec minor, you're improving its ability to lengthen and return to its original shape. Much like, say, a rubber band.
Okay.
This enhanced elasticity not only improves flexibility, but also allows for better muscle function and movement overall.
Okay, so no more skipping those stretches. They're clearly more important than I realized. So we've covered a lot of ground here, from the importance of a balanced chest to the surprising link between flexibility and a chiseled physique.
We're just getting started.
Oh.
But before we delve deeper into the specifics, I think it's important to step back and ask, why does all of this even matter?
Yeah, that's a great question. Why should anyone care about having a defined chest? I mean, is it really just about, looking good in a t-shirt?
It's definitely more than that. A well-developed chest, it isn't just about aesthetics. It's about functional strength. It's about preventing injuries. And it's even about boosting your confidence.
Okay, I'm ready to dive deeper into those aspects. What are the functional benefits that go beyond just looking good?
Well, think about all the pushing movements you do in a day. Pushing open doors, moving furniture, playing sports, anything.
Yeah.
A strong chest is essential for all of that. And it's not just about power, it's also about stability and control.
So a stronger chest actually makes everyday activities easier and safer.
Exactly. It also plays a huge role in preventing shoulder injuries, which, as we all know, are incredibly common, especially as we age.
Wow, I never thought about it that way. It's like having a built-in shield protecting your shoulders from all those daily stresses and strains.
Exactly. And we can't forget the psychological benefits. Feeling strong and confident in your own body can have a ripple effect on other areas of your life.
It's true. There's a certain sense of empowerment that comes with, knowing you're physically capable. It's like that saying, when you look good, you feel good. But in this case, it's more like when you feel strong, you feel good.
That's it. It's about building a stronger, more resilient, and more confident version of yourself, inside and out. And a defined chest can be a symbol of that transformation.
I love that perspective. It's about so much more than just aesthetics. So we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dives. We've gone from understanding the anatomy of the chest to the, surprising link between flexibility and a chiseled physique.
And we're just scratching the surface.
Oh, there's more.
But before we move on, I think it's time to pause and let all of this information sink in. Take a moment to reflect on your own training goals and how these insights might help you achieve them.
That's right. This is your journey, your transformation. We're just here to provide the roadmap. And trust me, the journey ahead is going to be both challenging and incredibly rewarding. So stay tuned as we delve even deeper into the science and strategies for building a chest you can be truly proud of.
We'll be back in a flash.
Welcome back. I don't know about you, but after that first part, I'm ready to hit the gym right now.
Yeah, it's amazing how, just understanding a few things can really get you motivated, huh?
Totally. But before we get too carried away, I think it's important to remember that building an impressive chest, like a really defined chest, it takes time.
Oh, absolutely.
Dedication.
For sure.
Hard work.
It's a journey, And like any good journey, it's about enjoying the process,
Yeah.
Celebrating the milestones along the way, those little victories, like when you finally lift a little heavier, you start to notice those muscles actually taking shape. That's what keeps you going.
Speaking of milestones, how long does it actually take to see results? Noticeable results. Asking for a friend, of course.
Well, everyone's different, right? There are so many factors involved. You got your genetics, your training intensity, nutrition, even sleep quality. But generally speaking, with consistent effort, a good program, you can start seeing some noticeable changes within a few months.
Okay, so patience is key. Got it. But what about those times when you hit a plateau? When progress just seems to stall Any tips for pushing through those frustrating moments?
Plateaus, they're totally normal. It's just your body's way of adapting to the challenge. But it doesn't mean you're stuck. Sometimes all it takes is a little tweak to your routine. Change the exercises, maybe increase the weight a bit, or even just take a few days off.
Yeah.
Let your body recover so you can come back even stronger.
The article also talks about listening to your body, which I think is really important.
Oh, for sure.
But what does that actually mean, in the context of building a chest?
It's about paying attention to those signals, the ones your body sends you. Pain, obviously, that's a big one.
Yeah.
But also things like fatigue, soreness, even your mental state. Like, are you feeling burnt out? Maybe it's time to take a rest day or switch up your workout a little bit.
So it's not just about pushing yourself to the limit every single workout.
No, not at all. Pushing yourself is good, but pushing yourself to the point of injury, that's just counterproductive. Remember, consistency is key. It's better to make steady progress over time than to burn out or, get injured and have to stop completely.
That makes total sense. It's like that saying, slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly.
But speaking of consistency, what about nutrition? How important is diet when it comes to building a defined chest?
Oh, nutrition is absolutely crucial. You could have the best workout routine in the world, but if you're not fueling your body with the right stuff, you're not going to see the results you want.
So it's not just about, eating a ton of protein.
Protein is definitely important, don't get me wrong. It's essential for muscle growth and repair.
Right.
But you also need enough complex carbs for energy, healthy fats for hormone production, and, just a good variety of vitamins and minerals to support your overall health and help your body recover.
So it's about creating a balanced and sustainable approach, something that you can actually stick with, that works for you and your goals.
Precisely. Think of it as providing your body with the building blocks it needs to create that masterpiece.
Okay, so we've talked about patience, listening to our bodies, fueling ourselves properly, the whole package. But what are some of the common mistakes people make when they're trying to build a defined chest? What are those pitfalls we should avoid?
One of the biggest ones I see is people focusing too much on weight and not enough on form. Like we talked about earlier, proper form is essential for really targeting those muscles and preventing injuries.
Yeah, it's not about how much you can lift, it's about how well you lift it. Quality over quantity.
100%. Another mistake is neglecting flexibility and mobility work. Remember how we were talking about tight muscles hindering muscle growth?
Yeah.
And even potentially leading to injuries. We tend to get so focused on building strength that we forget about, keeping those muscles loose and mobile.
Right, makes sense.
And lastly, a lot of people just don't have a clear plan or a goal. You need structure, A solid workout routine that hits all areas of the chest and, a good understanding of what you're actually trying to achieve.
I like that. Having a roadmap just makes the journey so much smoother.
Absolutely.
But beyond just the physical stuff, the article also touches on something that really resonated with me.
Oh, yeah.
That connection between a strong chest and overall confidence. I think there's definitely something to that.
There's no doubt about it. The way we feel physically has a huge impact on our mental and emotional state. Feeling strong and confident in your body, it radiates outwards. It affects how you interact with the world, how you perceive yourself, everything.
Yeah, there's something about feeling physically strong that just gives you this inner confidence. It's like, hey, I can handle whatever life throws at me.
Exactly. It's about owning your strength, both physically and mentally, and realizing that you're capable of anything you set your mind to.
So, if you're listening to this and thinking about starting your journey to a more defined chest, just remember, it's about so much more than just aesthetics.
It really is. It's about building a stronger, more resilient, more confident you.
I love that. It's about taking ownership of your body, pushing your limits, and discovering just how much you're capable of.
And you know what? Along the way, you might even inspire others to start their own fitness journeys.
That's awesome. This whole deep dive has been super informative and motivating. We've gone through the science, busted some myths, and explored all these different facets of building a defined chest. It's been a really great conversation.
It has. And I really hope our listeners feel ready to take all this knowledge and, apply it to their own training.
Absolutely. Remember, building a defined chest isn't just about how you look. It's about strength, resilience, confidence, and embracing the power of fitness to transform your life.
It's a whole lifestyle change, really.
Totally. And before we wrap up this episode, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought-provoking question, something to really get them thinking and hopefully taking action. So now that we've really explored all these different aspects of building a defined chest, from the anatomy to the mindset, I want to ask you this. What's one small change you can make today to start moving towards that goal? Is it adding an incline bench press to your routine?
Yeah.
Maybe it's finally committing to those stretches we talked about.
Stretching is so important.
Or could it even be just being more mindful of your posture throughout the day? Those little things.
Sometimes the smallest changes can make the biggest difference. It's all about taking that first step and just building momentum from there.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's not about overhauling your entire life overnight. It's about those small, consistent actions that really add up over time.
Exactly.
And, it's important to remember progress isn't always linear. There will be setbacks, plateaus, moments of doubt. But it's during those challenging times that your true commitment is really tested.
It's all about embracing the journey, with all its ups and downs.
Yeah.
And trusting the process. And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
That's so important.
There are tons of resources out there, online communities, personal trainers, people who can offer support and guidance along the way.
Absolutely. And, don't underestimate the power of surrounding yourself with like-minded people. People who share your passion for fitness and self-improvement. Sometimes just having that support system can make all the difference.
For sure. And don't forget to celebrate those victories no matter how small they may seem. Every rep, every stretch, every healthy meal, it's a step closer to your goal.
So true.
Yeah.
It's all about acknowledging those wins and using them as fuel to keep moving forward. Well, we've reached the end of our deep dive, and I have to say I'm feeling super energized and inspired.
Me too.
We've unpacked the science, we debunked some myths, and really explored all these amazing benefits of building a defined chest.
It's been a great journey.
It really has. And I hope everyone listening feels empowered to take all this knowledge and apply it to their own fitness journey.
Absolutely.
Remember, building a defined chest is about so much more than just aesthetics. It's about strength, resilience, confidence, and embracing that power of fitness to transform your life.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So go out there, set those goals, and start building a chest and a life you can be truly proud of. And until next time, keep pushing, keep learning, and keep striving to become the best version of yourself.